Today I'm going to be talking about being a uberX driver. I signed up for it about, I'm going to say a week and a half ago. Got approved right away. This is just some tips on how to be an uberX driver, what the process is. And if you guys have any questions on what do I think about it, my experiences, and this could go for an uberX potential person that wants to be a driver or a Lyft driver that wants to convert to uberX up, which I also signed up for. But right now I'll just be speaking about uberX. To get started, I'm going to just show off or tell you guys the process goes. You apply for it, be a driver on uberX.com. The requirements is obviously you have to have a clean background. They don't do a drug test. They just check your background. Make sure that you have a 2006 or newer car. You take pictures of your car, of your registration, your personal insurance, your own picture, front, back, and side of the car, and that's practically it. Once your background goes through, they'll make sure everything's good on your part, and they'll send you a packet. And in this packet, uberX will send you, here, let me see if I can turn this out right now. So they will send you a iPhone 4S, which is I mean, it's cool, but it's whack at the same time. They block everything, so you can't use nothing on it besides the GPS, the uberX app, and just like the utilities like the calculator and all that good stuff. Besides this, they give you the charger for the car, a very long, you know, charger for it, with 2 USB ports on it, so you could connect the micro charger for like your personal phone. The uberX app is already pre-installed on this one. You can download it if you want to be a driver. You can use your personal phone even if you wanted to. You have to use your phone. You log in, it'll show you to the app, and basically it'll tell you to go online, and it'll give you the option to choose your car. And once you do that, you choose your car, you're online, and then as soon as somebody tells you, they'll give you about 15 seconds to respond to it. So it'll be like, it'll think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Click on it, and it'll tell you where the nearest person is. You go to them, you go to the destination they want you to. Personally, their GPS fucking sucks so bad. So I use my Google Maps or Waze app from my Nexus 5 smartphone. You can use your iPhone 5S if you want. But the apps for this one they're just not good, and the screen is extremely small, especially if you're having it from far away. It's horrible. Even if you want to zoom in the person to pinpoint the exact location, I always have to zoom in every single time or double tap it. So it's time consuming, but one of the things you can change. And that's about it. You know, besides the charger, it comes with the actual holster for it, or to put it against the window, and a 3.5mm jack for your auxiliary cable, just for the music if the people want to. Now, yesterday, which was Wednesday, February 5th, was my first day as an actual Uber driver. This is the tips part about being an actual driver. The tips part, man, it's I knew it was gonna be off for me. This is one of the reasons why I decided to just do a whole day, one day, just to see how it really is and what are the busy times, because it comes with a heat app and a standard app on the actual uberX app that comes pre-installed on the phone that they send you. But that app, the heat part about it, which would normally show you the hotspots where they need drivers, or where they're getting, or where they're receiving the most calls, it's not there no more. I don't know if it's temporary or what it is, but that sucks. So it's kind of like a hit or miss. Now, uberX is recruiting people. If you guys are interested, let me know. If you live in the LA area, this is for the LA area. So to start off, I went to West Hollywood today, or yesterday I should say, West Hollywood, and I went there from 2 p.m. all the way up to around 5 or 6 p.m. I didn't receive any calls. So believe me when I tell you, it made me want to stop. But luckily around 6 p.m. comes around, which is also traffic hour here in LA especially. I got a few calls actually. The first people that I picked up were 2 models, surprisingly, in the West Hollywood area, so that was pretty cool. I only drove them about 1.5 miles, and I got around $5. This is not to quote, because they charge based on time, miles, and all that good stuff, and base fare when you know, just to call people. So that sucked, but you know, I just drove them about 1 mile. I got $5. I got another call, got another $5, and you know, I probably made $20 in about 30 minutes. So that was cool, and I really didn't even drive far at all. I want to say between 6 and 10 I made around $55, maybe 60. I'm gonna say 60. 65. Yeah, 60. I'm gonna just say 60 just to keep it even. So between 6 and 10 p.m. So 4 hours I made 60 bucks. So 20 bucks an hour, or no, not really. 15? Yeah, 15 bucks an hour. And most of the time I wasn't driving. I was actually just parked in a corner somewhere. I really didn't spend much gas. I have a BMW 5 Series, the base engine, the 6-cylinder, and that actually fared pretty good for me. Probably did a little bit less than a quarter tank, very close to a quarter, but that's all I wasted. And the only reason I wasted that much money was since I was a rookie driver. I was driving everywhere trying to see what I noticed were busier areas, but I'm pretty sure if I would have just not driven around, I would probably wouldn't half of a quarter tank. So that was really good, especially if you moderate your gas and you see how you're controlling it and all that good stuff. You'll notice a difference. Tips for the drivers: do what I did. Go one full day. It's gonna suck really bad, but you will notice in certain areas what are the peak times, which ones are not. Just to give you guys a heads up, there is a bunch of UberX drivers. When I say a bunch, I mean it's ridiculous how many UberX drivers is. I'm doing this UberX just to try it out, see how it is, you know, maybe do it part-time once in a while, get some extra cash. I did give one guy a ride that took about 15 minutes, a little bit farther. It was like 6 miles, and for that little bit they charged him 20 bucks. You know, that one little ride took about 15 minutes for 20 bucks. I think that's a badass deal to me. For the fact that it's still cheaper for them than calling a taxi, because the taxi, as soon as you sit down, they charge you anywhere from like, I think 5 to like 10 bucks as soon as you sit down. The average is around 6 or 7. So it's still cheaper for them, because UberX, I believe, charges like around between 130 and 160 base fare. So way cheaper. And it's more personable. You don't have to deal with all the taxi drama with the smelly cars, the stains all over the place. And I noticed that for me at least, the peak times were from 5:30 p.m. to around 10:30 p.m., maybe 11, and then it just dies down all the way to like around 1:30. So from 1:30 to like 3, you're busy as well, just picking up all the drunk drivers. But that's just my recommendation. I don't do that. What I did is I logged on as an actual personal person, you know, trying to request UberX, and you could just pinpoint the pin, the little drop pin, and it'll show you how many drivers are around there. So that's what I do to help me cheat the system in a way, I guess you could kind of say. So if I go as a person and I see so many Uber cars, I'll just drive away and I'll go to another place where I don't see any. And I noticed that worked for me a lot, especially when I was using their app to be online and wait for them to call me for drivers, or to give somebody a ride. So it's pretty cool. No money involved, all credit. You get paid at the end of the week, I believe, and it tracks every person that it gives you. And then there's a 5-star rating for the customer and for yourself. So in order to keep your 5-star rating is just give little amenities, like, you know, keeping gum around, giving it to them, music, the auxiliary cable if they like it. A lot of the customers, well, one guy specifically, I was next to one of the UberX drivers. He drove a Mitsubishi Lancer. He had requested him, and we were next to each other, literally next to each other. The guy was across the street in the corner, and he saw him coming by and canceled the Lyft right away, or the driver right away, and requested me again. And I told him, why you canceled him? He goes, oh, because you drove a Mitsubishi Lancer. So if you have a nice car, or don't, try to make it look nice. People can see when your car is dirty or not. I think that counts a lot. Like the day before I went to detail my car, you don't even have to spend a lot of money. Just make sure you do give it a good vacuum, wipe it down on the inside, put some Armor All. That helps a lot. People think it's cleaner. And on the outside, just get yourself like a $10 Nano Wax from Pep Boys, AutoZone, or whatever. Spray your car, and it looks clean. Trust me. Save some money by getting a car duster on car washes. So do that. And so yeah, those are one of my tips that I've noticed for Uber. Is it worth it to drive for Uber? Yes, it is. If you have especially a gas saver car, definitely get it. The tips that I gave you guys so far, from what I noticed, was in West Hollywood area. So that's not to say that it's the same in every area. You go to Santa Barbara, Santa Monica, Long Beach, all those areas, it might be something different. So don't take my word on it on everything. But on West Hollywood, for sure. This was a Wednesday, so, you know, it's something I noticed. It was a slow day. Oh, dress attire. This is very important. When you apply to be an UberX driver, they practically want you to be dressing nice. All I did was put on some black dark jeans, put a dressy sweater on, long sleeve, not non-hoodie, and that's it. Was it comfortable? No, but I'll probably wear the sweater again. I'll just wear shorts next time, just because I'm a short guy and we're in LA. It's pretty hot. But yeah, you could also market yourself out there. A lot of actors, students, writers are doing this on the side on their downtime. You know, if you want to do it for an hour, you can do it an hour. There's no obligations. You don't need to work every hour, every day, every night, nothing like that. Obviously, there's gonna be peak times. There's a thing called surge charging, which I don't really see often, but I don't think it'll happen just because there's so many UberX drivers. Let's say a big event in the LA Convention Center or something like that, and they just need so many riders, they'll automatically charge up to 1.5 times, 2 times, 3 times. So basically, let's say if your fare was normally going to be a $9 ride to wherever you need to go, for example, a $9 ride, but it was start charging to 2 times, well, you're going to get charged $18. Big difference. Now, what Uber's doing, I guess temporarily right now at the moment of this video, is charging 5% versus the 20% they were charging to the driver. So it gives the drivers a little bit more incentive to drive around more, and you know, kind of cutting down the prices both to help customers out too. So that's pretty cool. If you are new to Uber, or you're just a UberX person that wants to ride Uber, there's a bunch of applications, promo codes. They'll give you anywhere from 10 to 50 bucks, mainly around $20. So you could try it out for yourself, and it's, trust me, no place will take you 20 bucks. Like I said, that guy I took from West Hollywood all the way to downtown LA took about $19. I'm not saying that's going to be the same thing for everybody, because it depends on traffic conditions, hours, busy, not busy, all that good stuff. But yeah, I mean, think about it. So, well, we are not allowed to go to LAX at all for some permit rule thing. Uber Black still does it, but you know, they have the permit. Most of their cars that they get rented out are already permitted to go to all these type of places. So if you guys have any questions about this, please leave your comments below. I will respond to them as soon as I can. Anything I might have left out, just let me know. Or writers as well, you know, let me know. That's about it. So please comment, rate, subscribe, guys. Peace.